Hey guys, hi. Well, I'm Manjeeta and you know me because you're my darling subscribers and I love you guys. For all those who've logged in for the first time into my channel, I help you understand English better, especially in IELTS and of course other walks of life. Today I want to do a topic on cue cards. Well, this has been requested by one of my subscribers and listeners, and his name is Honey K. He wanted me to do something on cue card, especially for IELTS. So firstly, let's understand what a cue card is. A cue card can be used in any walk of life. It's basically a card which has some bullet points on it, which helps you summarize all of them and deliver a powerful speech. Now, cue card is used by a lot of people who are good orators, and they write it down into a small piece of paper or a card. It's also used during movie shoots where the actors need to read something in front of them, and so that they can deliver their dialogues properly. Cue card in IELTS comes in a form of a question. Now, the examiner can ask you to describe an event, an experience, a person, an object, or anything. Basically, there's a topic given and then it has 3 or 4 questions aligned to it. Now, the answers to all the questions help you connect it back to the topic or explain the topic really well. If you're confused, don't worry. I'll give you an example and that will help you all in a much clearer way. Let's say a cue cards question is, describe an unforgettable event in your life until now. Okay, and the questions which are given, or the bullet points which are given, which is attached to it, are: what was the event, when did it happen, and why do you think it's unforgettable? So we know it clearly that it's asking for a what, a when, and why. Now, all these 3 points are connected to an unforgettable event which happened in your life until now. Remember that you don't have to copy anybody. If you see all my videos, you would know that I emphasize on being honest, being original, and being confident. So, I'm sure whatever age you're at right now, there would be something which is unforgettable, right? Now, you don't have to quickly think of all the events which has happened. Whatever's coming to your mind at that point in time, which is good enough, is great. So it could be as small as I felt sick before an important event. Let's say it could be a sports event or a game or a sports or a theater play you had to do, or anything, an important event, you felt sick. And but next day you performed and you outperformed. Either you won the competition or everybody loved your performance. It was unforgettable for you because you were not expecting that. Now, what's unforgettable? You're not expecting something and that happened, or something which happened in a way which is beyond what was expected, right? Now, it could be as small as you falling sick and then you performing really well in your exams or something like that. Or it could be as great as you won a match, or you did something which is exorbitant, which is great and grand. Well, I'll give you a small example of mine. If I get this question, what is an unforgettable moment or event in your life until now? Always remember that in this, you're supposed to build a story. It's not a question and answer. If the question is, what was it? So this was the event. When was it? It happened in this year. Why is it unforgettable? Because it was larger than life. No, it is not a question and answer. The cue cards help you connect your answers in such a way that you form a speech. All right, you give a coherent explanation about the question being asked. So if I take an unforgettable moment in my life, well, it's true that I was an RJ back in my country, and so I would start with this. So it would be more like talking to the examiner, describing an event or an experience, right? So I would say that I have always loved listening to radio and all the RJs who speak on it, and it really intrigued me that why can't I be one of them? And it's so interesting to talk to people and know about them and their life and play songs, and you spread happiness into others' life as well. So I always wanted to be an RJ, which is a radio jockey. And remember guys, my first question is, what was the event, right? So now I'm going to talk about the event. So getting back to my point which I was talking, well, I always loved being an RJ, and life did give me a chance, and I happened to be selected as an RJ. So the event, well, which I'm talking about is, how was I selected as an RJ? So I've clearly answered what was the event in a conversation form, right? Now my next question was, where did it happen? Or sorry, the next question was, when did it happen, right? So getting back to my story, I always wanted to be an RJ, and the event is that how I got selected as an RJ. And well, it happened back in 2007 when I was doing my master's in my HR, which is human resources. And it happened that there was an RJ hunt in the city, and a lot of aspirants were lining up or queuing up to give their auditions. And to my surprise, I was the only one who did not belong to that industry or field, because every other aspirant over there was doing mass communication or practicing about an RJ, or were an RJ before somewhere in some unheard of radio station or whatever. But I was the only one who was out of the field, who was doing masters in human resources, but all I knew that I had to be one. This was my dream, and I had to give it my shot. And so I was there. Well, it was an unforgettable moment, because I had given an audition earlier and I was rejected because of my voice, because as per the selector, my voice was not great. But in this audition, it so happened that after I gave my audition or my test and my exam, the only one who got picked up was me out of 3,500. And the reason was that I have an unconventional voice, and this is the kind of voice they were looking at. Well, so hence it became really unforgettable, because I just couldn't believe that they selected me for my voice. And it has been a long journey since then. There's been no looking back. And I still remember that moment when that result was announced, and I could not believe my ears. Hence, so now you know that I have described the unforgettable moment, guys. Similarly, you take up a moment and you talk about it. Always remember, cue cards is not question and answer. All right? Cue card is helping you connect your thoughts and giving a full speech or a full explanation. You can know more about it into another. I have given a tree trunk approach. You can know more about it in another video of mine. I will link it here, and have a look, and it will help you much better. Bye, and enjoy and rock IELTS. Practice and let me know. Subscribe, share with others, and let me know what you think about it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.